I always had as strange and vivid dreams as a child, and even now, though I'm into my 20s, one dream always comes to mind when I'm browsing in antique stores. Every time I spot a doll, at least one of those porcelain ones with the glass eyes, you know the type of eyes that seem to gaze into your soul. While some of them are so detailed and realistic, they give me the creeps. But as I was saying, when I was a child, I had such a messed up dream, and that may be why I still don't enjoy looking at these porcelain dolls, and also why I don't enjoy looking at them back in me. Once long ago, there were these deep, dark woods that many children were terrified of. There was an old woman living in the cottage out there, and many people claimed she was a witch. She seemed nice enough, but she always had this look in her eye when she saw children, as if she were eyeing them as prey. Now, many women would visit this old lady in hopes of learning their future and whatnot. The learning home remedies for illnesses and gaining knowledge of some old wives' tales. Sometimes the woman would even sell herbal tinctures and potions and kind things alike. Every now and then, a mother would send their child out to purchase one of those items from the elderly woman. But sometimes the child would not return. This is where I saw things getting strange. The woman would invite the child to sit down and have some food and drink. The child would sit down at the table and take a bite of the cookies set before them, only for their mouth to grow dry. They had lost the ability to speak or make any noise at all. Thirsty from that horribly dried feeling in their throat, they would take a drink, only to realize that it was growing harder and harder to move. They were becoming paralyzed. While the child was paralyzed and mute, the witch would cut off their arms, legs, and head, baking the torso to have for her meal, which was likely the source of her living for so long. Later, she would shrink and petrify these parts and fit them into plush bodies, fashioning dolls out of them. Such beautiful dolls was always fetched with a high price at the market. Sometimes the mothers of the lost children would buy the dolls with such likeness to their missing child as a keepsake, unknowingly keeping their child's remains. So after that dream, I can never comfortably look at a porcelain doll. The eyes of the doll give such a sorrowful and accusing looks, though lifeless every time I see one. I think of how many children go missing every day, and though my dream was probably no more accurate than a silly fairy tale, it still unnerves me.
What's up, my pretties? It's the Lion Queen here. I want to appreciate you all for tuning into this video, and I do appreciate you guys supporting my video by giving this video likes and stuff. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're new, ring the bell for notifications to when I upload so that way you guys will get updated for whenever I upload. If you want to follow me on Twitter or DeviantArt, feel free to leave a follow on those if you are interested in following me on those socials. If you want to support my backup channel, known as Miss Dark Shigo, feel free to subscribe to it, as a link to that will also be in the About page section. And with that being said, and that being the case, thank you so much for watching, my pretties, and as always, please stay pretty.